Welcome to week 2. Again, it was so great to meet some of you last Tuesday during that optional drop in office hour. And I really hope to meet more of you this Tuesday. Remember, that is from 4 to 5 every Tuesday. And eventually, it's going to become a nice option for you if you are going to choose to present your speeches live in Zoom instead of posting them or recording them and posting them. So on that note, I just want to give you a little bit of a preview of not really just this particular week, but how all of these modules are put together for this completely asynchronous course. And one of the first things you'll always notice in every module, if you click on it, is there's an overview that will always let you know what the learning objectives are for the week. But there's also a nice quick to-do list that just lets you know what reading you need to do, what you need to turn in. I've tried, as some of you know, to get really just on top of things when it comes to reminding people of due dates, even though there's so many reminders already. But I get that in Canvas, things can really slip through the crack and can be kind of overwhelming. So if an assignment hasn't been turned in a couple days before, I usually just send a general reminder through Canvas to make sure that you kind of stay on it. And then you always want to look in the next part of the module, which is just a brief bit of instructional content. And I just want to make sure that if you missed it last week, that you go ahead and at least skim it, because this instructional content highlights some of the things that I think are really key for what you should retain and be able to apply to your speeches. As you may have known from looking last week, it contains just a little bit of information and some short little, what they call micro lectures from me. They're all really short, I promise, short like I am anyway. So there's that. And then the main thing I want to draw your attention on, because I know this is going to get kind of just a little bit confusing in Canvas. By the way, my quizzes are really easy. There's only 5 or 6 questions, and you can always actually take the quiz twice. So I just really care about certain things that you can retain, and these quizzes are just ridiculously easy, again, with the 2 attempts. So don't worry about that. Okay, here's what I wanted to really show you. You all introduced yourself already in the discussion, and if not, I'm sure you'll jump in there tonight. But now I want you to do a really short, completely low stakes, 1 to 2 minute anecdotal video. And so this is the part of the module, see up here where it says assignment directions and rubric, create anecdotal video. This is just where you'll go to look at what the assignment is. You're not going to be turning your video in here. You can click on my example of just a 2-minute story about how I started wearing prescription glasses. And your story can be anything you want. It doesn't have to be, just some of these quick examples I give. But this example will really help. And then underneath, it just shows you again how simple this is. It's, essentially, if you just do your short story, 1 to 2 minutes, and you do it with something that resembles enthusiasm, you'll get the full points. What's confusing is you're not submitting it here. Eventually, you're going to be hosting your story in the discussion so that your classmates can see it. So this is the part of the module where you'll get the directions for how to do that. Now, here's something really sweet. If you don't want to deal with posting and recording any of your speeches, you can always have the option to perform them live in Zoom during my 4 to 5 office time block. It was so great to meet you guys last week, those of you who could come in. And I know we're already going to have a core group of people who are going to want to do that. And you'll always have that option for the entire class. But this gives you the directions in this part of the module where you should go or just how to post your speech, your short video in the discussion. I give you a few different options for how to do it. I'm just using the rich content editor because I think it's easy. And then it just tells you how to do it. So one thing you should remember is I am not claiming in any way to be a Canvas expert. If you ever need help with borrowing equipment, if you need help with recording or you can't get some of these directions, you always want to go back to module 0, where it actually has Canvas support that you can click on. And that's going to be really, really important in the future. But I feel like now that it's the 4th semester or so of this online learning, you'll probably have a pretty good idea of how to do a lot of this stuff. So that's just kind of an interesting distinction, is this is where you'll post your part, and then the previous frame back here, again, is where you'll get the directions for it and see the sample and look at the rubric. So anyway, I hope that helps. I hope that you enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I'm still so excited about the 49ers win. I can't even get over it. But we'll talk some more about this later. Take care.